Hello, my dear students. Good morning. Myself is Swaran Singh, lecturer civil at Pandit JR Government Polytechnic College, Sharpur. So our subject is construction material, and today topic is building stones. Building stones is a natural material of construction. It is obtained from a quarry by disintegration of rocks by any suitable method. The stone which is used for construction of engineering structure is known as building stone. It is one of the most and popular engineering material of construction. It is commonly used for building, paving floor, aggregate or concrete, blast in railway track, and as road metal. So building stone is obtained from the rocks, potty rocks, and aggregate of minerals which form the earth crust is known as rocks. These are having no definite shape or chemical composition and are not homogeneous, being a mixture of two or more minerals. There are mainly three types of the rocks. Further, these are subdivided into many types. Classification of the rocks. Rocks are mainly classified into three different ways. Number one, geological classification. Number two, physical classification. Number three, chemical classification. So we have to discuss one by one. Igneous rocks, the rocks formed directly by solidification of molten material, either inside or on the surface of earth, are called igneous rocks. These are primary or first formed rocks. They are also known as unstratified or eruptive rocks. For example, granite, basalt, trap, dolerite, etc. These are further divided into the following: volcanic rocks, plutonic rocks, hypabyssal rocks. Formation of igneous rocks. The temperature of the material of the earth goes on increasing as we go deeper into the earth. At so much depth, the temperature may become so high. At that depth, material may acquire a molten state. This molten material below Earth's surface is called magma. When this material erupted out on the Earth's surface, it is called lava. When this material solidify on the surface, it is called eruptive rocks. It is called unstratified rocks. So these are the figures show the igneous rocks. Formation of igneous rocks. So there are further three types of the rocks: volcanic rocks, B. plutonic rocks, C. hypabyssal rocks. So figures show the formation of igneous rocks. The lava, the molten material magma, which solidify below the earth's surface, that is the granite rocks, igneous rocks, and bare molten material find weak place in the earth. So molten material magma out on the earth surface, that is called lava. That also called the volcanic rocks, plutonic rocks, hyperbasal rocks. So this is the solidification of this lava to make the basalt and trap rocks. So these are the main formation of the igneous rocks. Next is second, sedimentary rocks. The rocks formed by the consolidation of particles of the pre-existing rocks under the effect of weathering agent such as wind, sun, running water, glacier, etc. are called sedimentary rocks. These are also called the secondary rocks and also known as stratified rocks. For example, conglomerate, sandstone, limestone, etc. Number three, formation of sedimentary rocks. Disintegration of pre-existing rocks under the effect of weathering agent. Second is transportation of disintegration sediments. Third is gradual deposition of sediments due to settling down of suspended particle. Number four, compaction and consolidation of deposited sediments. Number five, consolidation turns loose to hard mass known as sedimentary rocks. So these are the five operations to formation of sedimentary rocks. First is disintegration of pre-existing rocks by the effect of the weathering agent. Second is transportation of disintegrated sediment. Third is gradual deposition. Four is compaction and consolidation of the sediments. Five is consolidation turns loose to hard mass known as sedimentary rocks. So these figures show the sedimentary rocks by the disintegration, deposit, transportation, deposition, consolidation, knotted into the hard mass. So formation of sedimentary rocks, there are three types. Number one, mechanically formed rocks. Number two, chemically formed rocks. Number three, organically formed rocks. So these sedimentary rocks further classify into the three types: mechanically, chemically, organically formed rocks. So in this figure, we can see the sedimentary rocks, which is obtained from the pre-existing rocks. Next is metamorphic rocks. The rocks formed from the pre-existing rocks within the earth crust under the variation in temperature or pressure or both are called metamorphic rocks. The existing rocks may be igneous, sedimentary, or even metamorphic rocks. The metamorphic rocks so formed are having their original structure and composition totally changed. For example, marble, slate, gneiss, etc. So formation of metamorphic rocks. How the formation formed the metamorphic rocks? So these rocks are obtained from the pre-existing rocks. The pre-existing rocks within earth crust do not change their state as temperature and pressure remains unchanged. As temperature or pressure or both the changes, both changes change, the existing rocks is disturbed and change in texture, structure and composition. This process of formation of new rocks is called metamorphism, and rocks formed called metamorphic rocks. So this process of the formation of new rocks is known as metamorphism, and rocks formed called metamorphic rocks. So we can see how the shale converted into the slate. Shale is metamorphism. First of all, we can see the mud accumulators. When the pressure, temperature, or both changes, then converted mud into the shale. Then further, they converted into the slates. So silt and clay can become deposited and compressed into the sedimentary rocks. The layers of the shale can become buried deeper and deeper by process of deposition. Deposition is the laying down of rock forming material by any natural agent, wind, sun, water, glacier over time. Because these layers are buried, temperature and pressure become greater and greater until the shale is changed into slate. Slate is a fine-grained metamorphic rock with perfect cleavage that allow it to split into thin sheets. Slate usually has a light to dark brown streak. Slate is produced by low-grade metamorphism, which is caused by relatively low temperature and pressure. So in this figure, clarify how the shale converted into slates due to change of more pressure and temperature or both. So as the pressure and temperature changes, water accumulation with the time converted into the water lithifies into shale, and further shale is metamorphized, converted into the slate. So second is, so this is our topic is geological classification. Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. So next is physical classification. It is based on the physical properties as structure, arrangement of particles of the rocks. Physically, rocks are classified into three types. Number one, unstratified rocks. Number two, stratified rocks. Number three, foliated rocks. So these are physical classification divided into three types of the rocks. So first is unstratified rocks. The rocks which do not show distinct sign of layer and cannot be easily split up into layers are called unstratified rocks. For example, granite, basalt, trap, etc. Second is stratified rocks, the rocks which show distinct signs of layer and can be easily split up into layers are called stratified rocks. For example, sandstone, limestone, etc. So which show the distinct sign of layers and split up into the thin layers are called stratified rocks. Number three, foliated rocks. The rocks which can be split up into thin sheets are known as foliated rocks. For example, slate, schist, etc. So this is the physically classification of the rocks: unstratified rocks, stratified rocks, foliated rocks. Further, third classification of rocks is chemical classification. So it is based on the chemical composition of the rocks. Chemically, rocks are classified into following three types. Number one, siliceous rocks. Number two, argillaceous rocks. Number three, calcareous rocks. So chemical classification is the three type: siliceous rocks, argillaceous rocks, and calcareous rocks. So it is based on the chemical composition of the rocks. Number one, siliceous rocks. The rocks having silica or sand as their major constituent are called siliceous rocks. For example, granite, sandstone, quartzite, etc. Silica content is more than 50% in this type of rocks. Hardness and durability are main properties of the siliceous rocks. So this is the siliceous rocks as granite, sandstone, quartzite. So in this siliceous rocks, silica content is more than 50% in this type of rocks. So hardness and durability is the main properties of the special of siliceous rocks. Second is argillaceous rocks. The rocks having alumina or clay as their major constituent are known as argillaceous rocks. So rocks having major constituent alumina or clay is the argillaceous rocks. They may be hard like slate or soft like mudstone. In this type of rock, generally clay content is greater than 50%. Laterite, slate, shale are argillaceous rocks. Third is calcareous rocks. So the rocks having calcium carbonate or lime as their major constituent are called calcareous rocks. So in this calcareous rocks, calcium carbonate is the main constituent or lime is the major constituent are called the calcareous rocks. So these rocks are highly sensitive with hydrochloric acid. For example, marble, dolomite, lime, stone. So these are the three type of the category which we have to discuss about the classification of the rocks. So calcareous rock, marble, limestone, dolomite, canker. So calcium carbonate is a major constituent of the rocks. So this is the, our topic is the main building stones and their uses, utilities, and classification of the rocks. So now we have to repeat the main classification of rocks, three type: geological, physical, chemical. Geological classification further divided into three types: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, the metamorphic rocks. Sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Physical classification further divided into the unstratified rocks, stratified rocks, foliated rocks. Chemical classification is the siliceous rocks, argillaceous rocks, and calcareous rocks. So this is the main topic of the today is the classification of the rocks. So we have to discuss one by one type of the different categories of the subcategories of the rocks. So further we have to discuss about the general properties, the characteristic of the good building stone. So now we have to shortly discuss the main properties, the characteristic of the good building stone. What is the requirement of good building stones is the appearance, strength, hardness, toughness, and resistance to abrasion, durability, texture, workability, seasoning. Seasoning means how much water present moisture in the stones. So porosity, the stones are porous or non-porous, up to how much percentage. Resistance to fire, specific gravity, and resistance to electricity. So these are the main points, characteristic, the properties of the good building stone. So next we have to discuss this type of the properties, the characteristic, general characteristics of the good building stones. Thank you very much.